I want to go in with more watercolor onto this, and I'm using the Cotman pan set that I got again when I was working full time. But you can use whatever watercolor you have, and then this is Spritzer that you can buy at any Dollar Tree or Michael's. It doesn't matter. Um, I have two watercolor containers over here. One is for getting rid of my um, the majority of my dirty brush, and the other one is to go in with clean water when I need. And because I live in an old building, the water is questionable. That way, I just use bottled water. I'm going to be using maybe another brush, but this is the Cotman 3 that comes with the paint set. So, let's see. Going to go back in with my pencil. And I'll show you why. I sometimes will use the old paint and reactivate it, especially if the background matches which is already there. And if you lift up some of the watercolor that's already there, not to worry. And I have a little bit of red. To the mix. And you don't have to clean your brush out from every use. It's always a good idea to use whatever pigment is still on your brush. And I'm putting that there to incorporate those two orbs. And I'm going outside of the initial watercolor border because it adds dimension. So sit back, enjoy the process, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I read all my comments, but it takes a little bit of time. I like the neutral colors, adding more shapes around the mandala. And straight pigment, watered down. So while this part dries a little bit, I'm going to pencil in some more detail. Of course, it might not work, so I look at my doodles as an experiment. So I try to allow myself room to play, and I learn something from every doodle that I do. So I'm going to go in with a more intense blue and really water it down. Since that already is wet, I'll skip this one and then work in this. A little bit of clean water. I want to maybe intensify the blue. I should have started on that side because I'm right-handed. but I didn't. And I applied a little bit more pigment for this one, and we'll see. It's good. Okay. And then a little bit more so it blooms out a bit. Okay. Going to change it up a bit since I messed up, but that's okay. Remember, everything is okay. The good thing about this paper is it's pretty good in the amount of washes you can apply. So remember, nobody will know that you made a mistake unless you tell them. Okay. So that's pretty dry. Let's go in. Okay. I'll let that dry a bit. And that goes the siren. Okay. So let's add some more. Do that. No. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Okay. and going in with the more or less the same gray tone, which is basically a little bit of red and a fair amount of blue. And again, with a clean brush and water, extend the wash up bit out. Okay. Go further. And the reason I'm extending the wash out a bit in case I use more elements like that, but I don't know. So let's add a little bit of elements here. Now, what I'm going to do is, once this is more dry, add in some ink work. Good. I wanted to do this because of my earlier boo-boo, but actually it makes it pop even more, but still a little subtle. Sorry about that. My camera or phone died down. So I'm basically increasing the number of layers in the background to a third one, which is basically what I like to limit it, because it's just the right degree of complexity, but still carrying it out further. Kind of a negative space. And sometimes you have more blue or red. It doesn't matter. Not in this kind of case. Still extending it out a little bit. Bit more shadow for the background. Okay, looking good so far. I will let this dry more completely and get rid of the watercolor, because we're done with this. Whoops. Oh, by the way, this one here comes with the Comet watercolor set.